India. The name itself conjures up images of vibrant colors, ancient traditions, and a rich cultural heritage. It is a land steeped in history, with stories etched in every monument and landmark. From the towering Himalayas in the north to the tropical shores in the south, India's geographical diversity is mirrored in its rich and complex past, a tapestry woven with countless threads. This essay embarks on a journey through time, exploring the major periods that have shaped this ancient land, from its earliest days to the present. We will delve into the rise and fall of empires, the evolution of religions and the cultural transformations that have defined India, and the enduring spirit of its people, who have preserved their traditions through centuries of change. Our exploration begins with the dawn of civilization in ancient India, where the Indus Valley people laid the foundation for urban life, creating one of the world's earliest urban cultures. We then journey through the rise of powerful empires like the Mauryas and Guptas, who unified vast regions and fostered advancements in various fields, witnessing the spread of Buddhism, which left an indelible mark on the cultural and spiritual landscape of India, and the flourishing of art and science. Moving into medieval India, we encounter the arrival of Islam, which brought new architectural styles and cultural practices, the grandeur of the Mughal Empire, known for its monumental architecture and rich cultural contributions, and the emergence of powerful regional kingdoms that shaped the political landscape. The narrative then shifts to the era of colonial India, a period marked by British rule, economic exploitation, and significant social changes, and the struggle for independence led by iconic figures like Mahatma Gandhi. Finally, we arrive at modern India, a nation reborn after independence, striving to balance tradition and modernity, grappling with the challenges of development, democracy, and social equity, and its place in the world as it continues to evolve and make its mark on the global stage. The story of India begins thousands of years ago with the arrival of modern humans on the subcontinent. These early settlers, who migrated from Africa, found a land rich in resources and diverse in landscapes, from the towering Himalayas to the fertile river valleys. These early inhabitants laid the foundation for a civilization that would become one of the oldest and most enduring in human history. They developed tools, cultivated crops, and established small communities that gradually evolved into complex societies. Around 2500 BCE, in the fertile plains of the Indus River Valley, a remarkable civilization emerged. This civilization, known for its advanced urban planning and impressive architecture, thrived for centuries. Known as the Indus Valley civilization, it was characterized by advanced urban planning, impressive architecture, and a sophisticated system of writing. The cities were meticulously planned with grid-like streets and well-constructed buildings. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro boasted well-planned streets, elaborate drainage systems, and public baths. These features highlight the ingenuity and organizational skills of the Indus people. The discovery of intricately crafted seals and pottery suggests a thriving trade network that extended far beyond the Indus Valley. These artifacts indicate that the Indus people engaged in extensive trade with neighboring regions. However, the Indus Valley civilization mysteriously declined around 1900 BCE, leaving behind intriguing ruins and unanswered questions. The reasons for this decline remain a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists. Following the decline of the Indus Valley civilization, a new wave of cultural transformation swept across India with the arrival of the Aryans. These nomadic tribes brought significant changes to the social and cultural fabric of the region. These Indo-European people brought with them a distinct language, religious beliefs, and social structure. Their influence led to the development of new cultural and religious practices that would shape the future of India. The Vedic period, named after the sacred texts known as the Vedas, witnessed the emergence of Hinduism, a religion that would profoundly shape Indian society. The Vedas are among the oldest religious texts in the world. The Vedas, a collection of hymns, prayers, and rituals, formed the bedrock of Hindu beliefs and practices. These texts were passed down orally for generations before being written down. During this period, the caste system, a hierarchical social order, also began to take shape. This system categorized people into different groups based on their occupation and birth. The Vedic period laid the groundwork for the development of classical Indian culture, philosophy, and religious thought. It set the stage for the rich and diverse cultural heritage that India is known for today. The centuries following the Vedic period witnessed the rise of powerful empires that sought to unify the vast Indian subcontinent, bringing together diverse cultures and regions under centralized rule. One of the earliest and most significant of these was the Maurya Empire, founded by Chandragupta Maurya in 322 BCE, which marked the beginning of a new era in Indian history. Chandragupta, a visionary ruler, unified much of North India under his rule, laying the foundation for a vast and powerful empire that would influence future generations. His grandson Ashoka is remembered as one of India's greatest emperors, whose reign left an indelible mark on the subcontinent. After a bloody battle, Ashoka renounced violence and embraced Buddhism, promoting peace, non-violence, and religious tolerance throughout his realm, transforming the cultural and spiritual landscape of India. Ashoka's edicts, inscribed on pillars and rocks across the empire, stand as testaments to his enlightened rule and the spread of Buddhist teachings which continue to inspire to this day. After the decline of the Mauryas, a new power emerged in the form of the Gupta Empire in the 4th century CE, heralding a period of prosperity and cultural renaissance. The Gupta period is often referred to as the Golden Age of India, marked by a flourishing of art, literature, science, and mathematics, which laid the groundwork for future advancements. The Gupta emperors were patrons of the arts and learning, and their reign saw the creation of magnificent temples, sculptures, and literary masterpieces that have stood the test of time. During this period, Indian mathematicians made significant advancements, including the invention of the decimal system and the concept of zero, which revolutionized mathematics and science. The Gupta Empire's legacy extended far beyond its borders, influencing Southeast Asia through trade and cultural exchange, leaving a lasting impact on the region's development and cultural heritage. The arrival of European powers in the 16th century marked a turning point in Indian history. Initially, European traders, primarily the Portuguese, Dutch, and British, sought to establish trading posts along the Indian coast. However, the British East India Company, a powerful trading corporation, gradually expanded its influence, exploiting internal conflicts and eventually gaining political control over large parts of India. The Battle of Plassey in 1757, where the British defeated the Nawab of Bengal, proved to be a decisive moment in the establishment of British dominance. Over the next century, the East India Company's control expanded, and by the mid-19th century, much of India was under direct British rule. British colonialism had a profound impact on Indian society, economy, and polity. The British introduced new systems of administration, education, and law, often with the aim of consolidating their power and maximizing economic exploitation. Traditional industries were disrupted, and India became a supplier of raw materials and a market for British manufactured goods. The 19th century witnessed the rise of Indian nationalism. Educated Indians exposed to Western ideas of liberty and self-determination began to question the legitimacy of British rule. The Indian National Congress, founded in 1885, emerged as a platform for demanding greater autonomy and eventually complete independence. The early decades of the 20th century saw the rise of Mahatma Gandhi, a charismatic leader who transformed the Indian independence movement. Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolent resistance, satyagraha, mobilized millions of Indians in a mass movement against British rule. From the Salt Satyagraha to the Quit India movement, Gandhi's leadership inspired Indians from all walks of life to demand freedom. The Second World War weakened the British Empire, and in 1947 India finally achieved independence. However, the joy of freedom was overshadowed by the tragic partition of the country into India and Pakistan. The partition, based on religious lines, led to one of the largest mass migrations in human history, accompanied by horrific violence and immense suffering. On August 15, 1947, India awoke to life as an independent nation. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, addressed the nation with these words: "Long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge." Nehru envisioned a modern, secular and democratic India committed to social justice and economic development. India adopted a constitution in 1950, establishing itself as a parliamentary democracy. The constitution guaranteed fundamental rights to all citizens, irrespective of caste, creed or religion. The early decades of independence were marked by nation-building efforts, including the integration of princely states, the establishment of key institutions, and the implementation of planned economic development. India's post-independence economic policies were characterized by a mixed economy model with a focus on state-led industrialization and social welfare programs. While some progress was made in areas like agriculture and infrastructure, India faced significant economic challenges, including poverty, unemployment, and slow growth. In 1991, facing a balance of payments crisis, India embarked on a path of economic liberalization. The reforms, initiated by then Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, aimed to open up the Indian economy to foreign investment, reduce bureaucratic hurdles and promote private enterprise. These reforms had a significant impact on the Indian economy, unleashing a period of rapid growth and transforming India into a major player in the global economy. Since gaining independence, India has played an active and significant role in international affairs. As a founding member of the non-aligned movement, India strongly advocated for a multipolar world order during the Cold War era. India has consistently championed the principles of peace, disarmament, and multilateralism on the global stage, promoting harmony. In recent decades, India's impressive economic growth has led to an enhanced global profile and influence. India is now a prominent member of major international organizations like the G20 and the BRICS. It has also emerged as a major voice on critical issues like climate change, terrorism, and global governance. India's cultural heritage is as diverse as its geography. From the ancient traditions of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism to the arrival of Islam and Christianity, India has been a melting pot of religions, languages, and customs. This rich tapestry of cultures is reflected in India's art, architecture, music, dance, and cuisine. India is home to 22 officially recognized languages and countless dialects. Each region of India boasts its unique cultural traditions, adding to the country's vibrant cultural mosaic. Despite the challenges of poverty, inequality, and social divisions, India's cultural diversity remains a source of strength and identity. India's journey through time has been marked by both triumphs and tragedies. From the heights of empire to the depths of colonial rule, the Indian people have displayed remarkable resilience, adaptability, and a capacity for reinvention. As India navigates the complexities of the 21st century, it carries with it a legacy of ancient wisdom, cultural richness, and the enduring spirit of its people. India's story is far from over. It continues to evolve, confronting its challenges and embracing its opportunities. As we celebrate India's past, we also look ahead to its future, a future filled with promise and the potential to shape the destiny of a nation and inspire the world.